Picture this. A man sits in a restaurant with two investors. Suddenly, he jumps up, runs outside, and shouts 4 words before collapsing dead in the parking lot. "They poisoned me." His name was Stanley Meyer, and he claimed to have built something that could have ended the age of gasoline forever. A car that ran on water. This is one of the strangest, most debated stories in the history of invention. And I'll tell you the whole thing, the parts that are proven and the parts nobody can explain. Stanley Meyer was an inventor from Ohio. No formal scientific degree, just a relentless tinkerer who filed patents across all kinds of fields. And in the 1980s and 90s, he made an extraordinary claim. He had invented a water fuel cell, a device that could split ordinary water into hydrogen and oxygen and burn the hydrogen to power an engine. In his demonstrations, he showed a dune buggy he said could cross the entire United States on just 22 gallons of water. Think about what that would mean. No gasoline, no oil. Water, the most abundant substance on the planet, as fuel. If it were real, it would be one of the most important inventions in human history, and it would make the most powerful industry on Earth completely obsolete. Meyer attracted investors, he attracted attention, and then he attracted lawsuits. Here's the part his believers don't like to mention, but you deserve the truth. In 1996, 2 investors sued him. The court brought in 3 expert witnesses to examine his water fuel cell. Their conclusion was blunt. The device was nothing revolutionary. It was simply using conventional electrolysis, ordinary, known science. The court found Meyer guilty of gross and egregious fraud and ordered him to repay his investors. And there's a hard physics problem underneath it all. Splitting water takes more energy than you get back from burning the hydrogen. That's not oil company propaganda. It's a basic law of thermodynamics. By every scientific examination, Meyer's miracle simply didn't work. So the case looked closed. A convicted fraud, a debunked device. End of story. Except it wasn't the end, because 2 years later came the part no one saw coming. On March 20th, 1998, Meyer was having dinner with 2 Belgian investors. According to his brother, he suddenly bolted from the table, ran outside, cried, "They poisoned me," and dropped dead in the parking lot. He was 57. An investigation followed. The coroner ruled the cause of death a cerebral aneurysm, natural causes. Meyer had a documented history of high blood pressure, and the stress of years of lawsuits made a sudden aneurysm medically unsurprising. But his supporters refused to accept it. To them, the timing was impossible to ignore. A man who claimed to threaten the oil industry, who said he'd received threats and refused buyout offers, dead, with his final words accusing someone of poisoning him. They believed he was silenced, assassinated to bury his invention. And to this day, no amount of scientific evidence has been able to kill that belief. So here's where we're left. The court said fraud. The coroner said natural causes. The physics says impossible. And yet, a dying man's last words were, "They poisoned me." And the world's most abundant substance still isn't powering our cars. What do you actually believe? Was Stanley Meyer a con man whose story ended in tragic coincidence? Or a man who got too close to something powerful people would kill to protect? Drop your honest take in the comments. I read every single one. And if unsolved stories like this pull you in, subscribe, because there are dozens more, and I'm telling everyone.